And we welcome you to the Raleigh County Convention Center in Beckley this afternoon. It's NAIA Women's College Basketball. It's 11-15. Indiana University East take on the Golden Bears of WU Tech. They're 15-10. Hello, everybody. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas. And, Eric, we think we're going to be in for a great afternoon of basketball. It's the women's game first to be followed by the men's. But first, this is just like a tournament game, a play-in game. As I mentioned, Indiana University, they're 11-15 overall. Tech is 15-10. That doesn't mean anything because at the end of this game, one team is punching their ticket to next week's conference tournament. For the other team, their season is over.
Yeah, and you're right. You're exactly right. You have a chance if you win this game to practice next week and prepare for the playoffs or the tournament. And if you lose, you're packing up and getting ready for next year.
And how we got to this point, first of all, for the Red Wolves of Indiana University East, they enter the game, as I mentioned on top, 11-15. They're from Richmond, Indiana, and I actually know where Richmond, Indiana is because I stayed there. And, Eric, I can tell you this story, and you may already know it. Back in 2018, me and my brother Matt went with our good friend Tony and Andy Jones to the Notre Dame-Michigan game, and they live in Westerville, just north of Columbus. And on the way back from that Notre Dame win over Michigan, I got to add that in there, by the way, we stayed in Richmond, Indiana. So people say, so where is Richmond, Indiana? It's halfway or in between South Bend and Columbus.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That I can do that geography.
Yeah, and that's good to know towns like that.
Right.
You know they come down here to Beckley, and you know their city of or town of origin, correct?
That is correct. So Sean Shoffman is the head coach. They are 7-8 in conference play. They're 4-9 on the road, Eric, and they've lost 3 in a row. On the flip side for Tech, they're 15-10. They're 6-9 in league play. They're 6-5 at home, and they've also lost 3 in a row. So not only does neither team obviously want their season in here this afternoon, they don't want to go out on a 4-game losing streak.
Yeah, and Tech, I don't think Tech is playing as basketball as they were in the first half of the season. But like you say, you could bottle it up and turn it all around. This one victory could propel you into the tournament, and like they say, the second season.
And to bear out just what you said, because if you look at the slate for Tech, they started off really good. They started off the month of November, they were 6-1. And then in the month of December, 8-2. Of course, 8-2 overall, 1-2. Of course, one of the only loss they had in December playing Marshall University, which Marshall is tied for the Sun Belt. And if Marshall can win the conference tournament, Sun Belt, Marshall will go to the NCAA tournament. So that's pretty good resume right there, right?
That's correct.
All right, then you go into the month of January. Of course, I know that's for the men's team. I beg your pardon. But anyway, for the women's team here, the women's team was 5-5 in the month of January. They finished. They were 13-7 overall, and now they're 15-10. So, yeah, they started off hot, and then they kind of tapered off. But if they can put it together here this afternoon for one game, that can punch their ticket to the postseason.
Yeah, and the thing, though, you need to talk about is how this team has grown, though, as far as Coach Kenny Osborne taking over. He took a program that only won one game.
Two games last
year. So the turnaround has been tremendous, and they have a chance today on their home court during homecoming to punch the ticket.
That's right. All right. Tech has left the floor, and the Red Wolves of Indiana University East still warming up. We'll take our first commercial break, and we'll come back. We'll get you ready for the tip at the top of the hour between Indiana University East and the Golden Bears of WU Tech here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. At Little General Stores. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hills. We're proud to be part of your ride, rooted in West Virginia and built for the backwoods. Little General Store, fuel your adventure. West Virginia.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, It's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
We gave a future driver a first look and asked what he thinks makes a good truck. These trucks aren't just for today's drivers, they're for future ones too.
There's a compartment here, great leather seats, a bunch of charging ports. Has everything pretty much.
Now it's your turn.
Since I'm too young to do business in the front, I have to do party in the back.
Come to Midstate Ford and drive off in a new truck, cool enough to earn backseat approval. Midstate Ford, home of the Big John deals.
This new year, give your home a fresh start with a brand new view from Window World at Beckley.
At Window World, we believe all homes deserve comfort, energy savings, and style all year long.
With our energy-efficient windows and doors, Window World has you covered.
Give your home the view it deserves this year with new windows and doors from Window World at Beckley. New year, new view with energy-efficient windows from Window World at Beckley.
Call today, 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD
For your free in-home estimate.
Welcome back to the Raleigh County Convention Center in Beckley. Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas getting you ready for the women's basketball game between Indiana University East, the Red Wolves, against the Golden Bears of WU Tech. This afternoon's game is brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. If you need some heating or plumbing, if you have some issues and you need the work done, you can call the professionals at Modley's. Dial them up at 304-253-HELP, or you can check them out on the website at modleys.com. Also, the game this afternoon brought to you by Pepsi. You want to enjoy a nice ice-cold Pepsi, whether it's the blue can of Pepsi, the silver can of Diet Pepsi, or the black can of Pepsi Zero. Also, the game brought to you in part by Pasquale's Italian Restaurant. They have all your favorite Italian dishes, plus sandwiches, salad, and seafood. You can dial up Pasquale's at 304-255-5253. And the game this afternoon brought to you in part by Infinity Coal Company. Infinity Coal Company is a division located in Sophia, West Virginia, which is about 8 miles from Beckley. They take pride in producing coal that fuels progress around the world. From the heart of coal country, United Coal delivers the resources that strengthen industries and communities. Well, these two teams, as we mentioned on top in our first segment, Eric, the winner of this game will advance to the conference tournament. They'll play Wednesday night against Bresca, and the loser, their season's over. But this is the second matchup. These two teams played in Richmond, Indiana back on January the 3rd, and Indiana University East won that game 74-65. In that game, Peyton Wells led the way for the Red Wolves with 21 points. Taylor Ferris had 20, and Maggie Anderson had 10. And if you look, of course, the starters that the coach Schaffen had given me, those are their top three scorers, those girls that I just mentioned that led the way. For Tech that day, Maggie Broski, she scored 12. Kyra Brown had 10, and Caden Stewart had 10. But the difference in that game that day, Eric, was from the free throw line. Tech was 6 of 8 from the line, and that day, back on January the 3rd, the Red Wolves of Indiana University East were 24 of 27. That was the difference in the contest.
Yeah, some hot shooting from the free throw line and triple the shots.
Right, 27-8 and 24-6 in makes from the line.
Yeah, so that'll make you win a lot of games, and so what Tech has to do now is that recipe for victory is at least cut that foul shot total in half and try to get to double-digit free throws themselves. And I think in the home building, though, shoot the ball really well from the outside, and I think Tech will be okay.
Well, when I got here to the building here at the Raleigh County Convention Center, some of the Tech girls players were here, and I spoke with them, and, Caden Stewart, and I was like, the difference at the free throw line, they made 18 more and won the game by 9 in the first meeting. I say if you're Tech, that's what I think Tech has to do. You're right. By shooting the ball from the perimeter, which we know how Tech can, but also going off the dribble, getting to the rim, drawing the fouls, and Tech getting to the free throw line and see if they can do damage from the line the way the Red Wolves did damage in the first game.
And that's what we just discussed is the recipe for victory for Tech, and just turn it around. Just what you say, flip the script in the games
right.
at home.
Of course, the men's game will follow this. Now, the men's team for Tech has already punched their ticket to the postseason, and we'll have that. That will tip at approximately 5 o'clock. Of course, the men's team for Tech, they have a losing record, 11-14 overall, but like I said, they've already punched their ticket. And Indiana University East, they also have a losing record. They're 11-16. But the women's game's up first, and Tech now back out on the floor going through the warm-up. So final game of the regular season. It's a free admission day, and the crowd continuing to file in. Beautiful day outside, sunny and almost 50 degrees. So it's nice outside, but we think we're going to have really some good, exciting women's and men's basketball here this afternoon.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to, both of these games and this one to tip. Nothing like a winner-take-all, and both teams know what's on the line, and they're going to have to get after it today.
And, Eric, we did the middle school championships here last night, and it feels like we never left the building. But one thing that you and I both talked about in the course of that broadcast, and thing that will apply, I think, here today with the women, that you got to play loose, because if you don't win, your season's over and you're playing for everything. And I think the team that's able to adjust in, settle in, and can be loose and don't come out tight and get off to a good start, I think gives that team the best opportunity to win the game.
I think you're absolutely right. Don't let the moment be too big. All the coach speak. Don't let it be too big. Just play. It's another ball game. Treat it as another basketball game, and just go out and win.
And, one thing I'd mentioned, too, Tech is 6-5 at home. And even though that is a winning record, that's not been great at home. And then on the flip side, the Red Wolves of Indiana University East, they are 4-9 on the road. So they haven't been really that good on the road. But here's the thing. None of that means anything when the ball gets in the air.
Yeah, none of it means anything. But, the trends are the trends. And if you're Tech, I think you need to get off to a hot start at home.
Both teams continuing to go through the warm-ups. We'll take another break, and we'll come back and we'll get you ready for the 3 o'clock tip between Indiana University East and the WVU Tech Golden Bears coming up next on Video Productions.
Access Health, many of our physicians begin their journey here. They trained with us, grew with us, and chose to stay, because Access Health isn't just where their careers began, it's where they found home. Here, caring means more than medicine. It's knowing your patients and being part of their lives. They've grown with Access Health and with the community that welcomed them. What sets Access Health apart isn't just the care we give, it's the people who grow with us and the community we call home. Access Health. When the need grows, so do we.
If you're struggling with payroll problems, compliance confusion, or HR headaches, it's time to discover Compliance, the trusted solution for a healthier, stress-free business. With Compliance, you will experience faster, error-free payroll, effortless compliance with labor laws, and expert HR support and guidance. Don't let workplace stress take over. Ask your business if Compliance is right for you. Side effects may include reduced stress, increased efficiency, improved morale, and a strong reliance on compliance. Consult Compliance today. Compliance, because a better business starts with a better you.
Hey, grab me one too.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. ServPro, like it never even happened.
Hey folks, Rick Lewis here. Come and see what all talks about at one of West Virginia's top pre-owned auto dealers, Direct Choice of Beckley.
Direct Choice has over 50 vehicles available, all priced below market value. And credit problems are no problem. Good credit, slow credit, bad credit, doesn't matter. Direct Choice has over 10 financing sources available with excellent rates to get you in your new car, truck, or SUV today. Give us a try before you buy at Direct Choice Pre-Owned, 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive, Beckley, or shop 24/7 at directchoicewv.com.
This afternoon's game is brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. Leisure Lanes has a 24-lane bowling center with a full-service restaurant. Bring your family, join a league, or book your next birthday party there. Dial up Leisure Lanes at 304-253-7328. Also, the game this afternoon brought to you in part by Hart's Cabinets, located in MacArthur, West Virginia. They have quality custom cabinets, and they're a proud sponsor of all the sports in the great state of West Virginia. You can dial them up at 304-252-2917. They've been around since 1974. Also by Edward Jones Financial Advisors. Whether you're retiring or already retired or changing jobs, the fine folks at Edward Jones can talk you through your financial goals. That's Heather Cantley, Brooke Dempsey, Ben Worley, or Tracy Howe. And also the game this afternoon brought to you in part by Exit Elevation Realty. If you're in the market to buy or sell your house, you can go to the website at exitelevationwv.com and check out Luke Richmond, the broker, and Steve Morgan, the associate broker. Right now, Eric, the captains of each team meeting at midcourt with the referees. We're still a little more than 10 minutes away from tipping the game off. Like I said, this is pretty much a play-in game, elimination game for the winner. They punch their ticket to the conference tournament, and they have a date with Bresca University on Wednesday night at Bresca. And for the loser, your season's over. And the thought of, as I think as any player or coach, to think, wow, if we're not successful, we don't win this game this afternoon, we're done.
Yeah, I mean, the finality of it, but that's what you have to block out as far as when you're playing. You just have to go play the game and let whatever happens, but that's in the back of your mind. It's gotta be.
And not only that, I think for the seniors on each team, that's really got to be in the back of their mind, because for one of these two teams and the seniors on that team, whichever that team doesn't win the game, this is their last collegiate game ever.
Last one, and that's big once hey, this is the last time I'll suit up and have this jersey on.
Yeah, so that's what I say. That's why I think it's so important to who can get off to a good start, but who can be the more relaxed team.
Bring your energy. If you don't have energy and emotion, knowing this could be it, you don't need to be suiting up today.
Right, and I think both teams will be ready when they put the ball in the air, and I think we're going to have an outstanding game. And like I said, it's hard to believe that we're coming down. This is the final game of the regular season. The first game was way back on November the 1st, and man, just like that, we blinked, and here we are to the final game of the regular season.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun, right? That's the old mantra, and
that's true.
And that's true.
Winding down on every levels here on the NAI level, also, Division 2, Division 3, and, of course, Division 1. We're, I think about a month away from the start of March Madness, the NCAA tournament. I think it's a month from Tuesday, I believe it is. Or even maybe closer, maybe 3 weeks from Tuesday. I think it starts – the first play-in game of the NCAA tournament, I think, starts on St. Patrick's Day, March 17th.
March 17th.
So we're actually a little less than a month away of this Tuesday from the March Madness.
And you and I, we're usually always at the state tournament,
right.
Our local state tournament, high school tournament. And I'm glad when it coincides, because it was off last year. And that made
it was a conference tournament last year.
Tournament, and that threw up. It just made the week seem different.
Yeah. But anyway, Tech still going through their warm-ups, and Indiana University East has left the floor. Like I said, we're more than a little bit of 10 minutes away as the fans continue to file in. This is homecoming and alumni day here for Tech. It's free admission, and it looks like we're going to have a nice crowd and a lot of people coming out here because it's a beautiful day in the Beckley area here in southern West Virginia, coming out to maybe, see if they can show their vocal support behind the Lady Golden Bears.
Yeah, and I think with this being homecoming and all the festivities going on, I think you will see a better crowd today to cheer on both teams.
All right, we'll take a break and we'll get you ready as we're getting closer to the tip. We're going to be a little less than 10 minutes away when we come out of this break. It is 11-15. Indiana University East take on the 15-10 WVU Golden Bears of Tech. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
This new year, give your home a fresh start with a brand new view from Window World of Beckley.
At Window World, we believe all homes deserve comfort, energy savings, and style all year long.
With our energy-efficient windows and doors, Window World has you covered.
Give your home the view it deserves this year with new windows and doors from Window World of Beckley. New year, new view with energy-efficient windows from Window World of Beckley.
Call today, 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD
for your free in-home estimate.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
We asked the real experts what they think of our Chevys and GMCs, and they didn't hold back.
Come here. Come on. I like the noise of it.
They tested the seats, the screens, and the tires as well. Now it's your turn. Northside Chevy GMC, approved by kids, loved by everyone. Chevrolet, together let's drive. GMC, we are professional grade.
Northside Chevy, where they are right.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
We're about 7 minutes away from tipping off this women's basketball game here in Beckley between Indiana University East and the Golden Bears of WU Tech. This afternoon's game is brought to you in part by Cracker Barrel. If you want a home-cooked meal, you go to the great folks at Cracker Barrel, and they have delicious food. Try their meatloaf platter with the green beans, cooked carrots, mashed potatoes. But anything else, if you want at Cracker Barrel, you can check them out online, crackerbarrel.com. Well, like I said, Eric, we looked at the numbers. 11-15 are the Red Wolves of Indiana University East. They're 7-8 in league play. They're 4-9 on the road. They've lost 3 in a row. On the flip side, Tech 15-10 overall. They're 6-9 in conference, 6-5 here at home, and they've lost 3 in a row. So not only is the team going to punch their ticket to the postseason, but they're going to snap a 3-game losing streak. For the other team, their season will be over, and they'll go into the offseason not only being eliminated from postseason play, but also on a 4-game losing streak.
Yeah, and that's not the way you want the season to end. So a lot at stake for both of these programs today, and can this WVU Tech Lady Golden Bears, can they really turn – this will be an epic turnaround from winning 2 games the year prior to going to the postseason.
That's right. You know, they were 2-27 last year, and they won their first game on November 8th. And UNI did their second win when they played at Summersville on February 8th. They were 2 months to the day, and you're right, they only won 2 games. And to go from where they were a year ago to, if they were to win today and punch their ticket, that would be great. And even if they should lose today, that's still, they've made great strides. But what a real stride it would be if they are able to win here this afternoon.
And you're right, though. And what momentum, regardless of the outcome of once you get to the postseason, that's momentum from Coach Kenny Osborne and his assistant coaches. You talking about recruiting leg? Look what we did in one season.
Right.
We get you. We can really
build
turn this
on
thing,
that.
and we can build on it.
You know, and as you were talking, I'm looking across the way. Coach Osborne, he seems really relaxed. He's laughing.
Oh.
He's relaxed. You and I have known him a while.
Yes.
You went over. I mean, I had a talk with him before you got here, and you
Yeah.
went and talked to him. And I'll tell you, I had a nice little chat too with the Red Wolves women's coach, Sean Shoffin, and he seems really kind of relaxed and laid back. And, you know, I mean, I guess, you know, you've prepared, you've played all these games, you know, 25 games for Tech, 26 games for Indiana University. If you're not ready here this afternoon, I guess you're never going to be ready,
I would
right?
say this, and you and I've had the honor of being able to do. We do anything from grade school to college.
Right.
And one thing I do like more about the college coaches, it's not, you know, you get with high school, they got all this superstition
Right.
and this and that.
Right.
Don't want to give you a nugget. These guys, hey, just because he says once you do that, he was even talking about how, you know, when you got to be different as a coach on the collegiate level because they reflect sometimes how you what
how
you
you
give,
are, right.
what how you are. So.
Well, another thing, too, and I don't care what level you're at, from the NBA on down, if you don't have players, you can't win, and especially at the college level when you recruit players, and now you have the portal and players moving around, bouncing around. Like I said, I don't know that it's any easier, but the one thing, you know, sometimes in, you know, grade school, middle school, and high school, and even there's more transfers now than ever before, but a lot of times, wherever you live, you know, if you're a public school, you're limited sometimes to the players that live in your district.
That's right.
But on the college level, you can go pick your players and pull your players. And like you said, you know, and recruiting, the great recruiting tool is we won 2 games last year, and we win this game. If you're Tech, you're going to the postseason. And even if they should fall short, just to come 1 game shy of making the postseason after only winning 2 games from last year.
It's a tremendous turnaround. And you're right. It's like going to the grocery store and you don't have to shop the value minute. You can go buy, you know, what you want, not buy, but you can go get what you want as the coach when you're in college. So, yeah, it's a lot different.
A lot different. The crowd continues to file in. Both teams still going through the warm-ups. We're going to take one more break. We're less than 5 minutes away from tipping the game off, and we'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. A Little General Store. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hill. We're proud to be part of your ride, rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Store. Fuel your adventure. West Virginia.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
We gave a future driver a first look and asked what he thinks makes a good truck. These trucks aren't just for today's drivers, they're for future ones too.
There's a compartment here, great leather seats, a bunch of charging ports, has everything pretty much.
Now it's your turn.
Since I'm too young to do business in the front, I have to do party in the back.
Come to Midstate Ford and drive off in a new truck, cool enough to earn backseat approval. Midstate Ford, home of the Big John deals.
This new year, give your home a fresh start with a brand new view from Window World of Beckley.
At Window World, we believe all homes deserve comfort, energy savings, and style all year long.
With our energy efficient windows and doors, Window World has you covered.
Give your home the view it deserves this year with new windows and doors from Window World of Beckley. New year, new view with energy efficient windows from Window World of Beckley.
Call today, 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD
for your free in-home estimate.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas, and the crowd continues to file in, and we're getting ready to have the playing of the national anthem. So I guess what we need to do is take another quick break, and then we'll come back and give you the starting lineups, get the ball in the air for this winner take-all. For the winner, they'll advance to the conference tournament. For the loser, their season's done. And we'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Access Health, many of our physicians begin their journey here. They trained with us, grew with us, and chose to stay. Because Access Health isn't just where their careers began, it's where they found home. Here, caring means more than medicine. It's knowing your patients and being part of their lives. They've grown with Access Health and with the community that welcomed them. What sets Access Health apart isn't just the care we give, it's the people who grow with us and the community we call home. Access Health. When the need grows, so do we.
If you're struggling with payroll problems, compliance confusion, or HR headaches, it's time to discover Compliance, the trusted solution for a healthier, stress-free business. With Compliance, you will experience faster, error-free payroll, effortless compliance with labor laws, and expert HR support and guidance. Don't let workplace stress take over. Ask your business if Compliance is right for you. Side effects may include reduced stress, increased efficiency, improved morale, and a strong reliance on compliance. Consult Compliance today. Compliance, because a better business starts with a better you.
Hey, grab me one too.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas getting you ready for this game between Indiana University East against the Golden Bears of WU Tech. And the Lady Red Wolves are coached by Sean Shoffin. And for their starters, here's Eric.
Okay, Maris, the Lady Red Wolves will go this way. They'll go with Gracie Kramer, Lexi Cole, the team's leading scorer, Taylor Ferris, coming in at 19 points a night. Maggie Anderson also at 9 points a night, knocking on double figures door, and Peyton Wells averaging 18 points a night.
So that's how the Red Wolves of Indiana University East will go. They'll be wearing the black uniforms trimmed in red and white. For the Lady Golden Bears of Tech, this is how they will go. Caden Stewart will lead the way at 17 points a game. Avery Lucas at 6 points a game. Alexis Sexton at 14. Manny Malafula at 6 a game. And Jaslyn Nixon is getting the start here this afternoon, Eric, because it is senior night, and they're getting ready to have some kind of ceremony prior to the introductions of the starting lineup. But in that first game back on January the 3rd that was won by the Red Wolves of Indiana University East, they won that game 74-65. We already touched on it. The big difference was at the free throw line. On that day, it was Indiana University East. They were 24 of 27 from the free throw line. Tech was 6 of 8 at the line.
Yeah, I mean, anytime if you can double, triple the opponent's free throws, and they were stellar at it, 24-27?
Yes.
That's knocking them down, and that'll win you a lot of basketball games.
Yeah, that's being aggressive, going off the dribble, attacking the basket, and getting the call and getting to the line. And when you also get to the line, you're also making them once you get there.
Yeah, and in the games that we've done, it's 1 point to get there, but you have to knock them down.
Have to knock them down. Also on that day, Peyton Wells scored 21 points. She comes in here this afternoon as the team's second leading scorer at 18. And Taylor Ferris, Eric, who's the leading scorer at 19, she had 20. So they had 41 of the team's 74 from their top two players.
Yeah, and the best players have to be the best players on the floor, and that's what I look to Caden Stewart for Tech. I would like to see her get out to a hot shooting day.
They're honoring the seniors. Of course, that's Avery Lewis out there. They also had Amani Amafula also as a senior. And they got a nice little gift pack and have their jersey there kind of in a little case, which is really nice. And like I said, it's bittersweet on senior day / senior night.
Yeah, and, when you're teammates and you're real close with the seniors, you want to send them out on a winning note. And not only could it be a winning note, but a time to practice with one another again, especially we'll be in the postseason.
And this is Jaslyn Nixon, and she's been put into the starting lineup this afternoon on this senior day as they honor her. So that's 3. Let's see, Tech. I do think they have four seniors, and the 4th senior will be introduced here in just a minute. Like I said, the crowd continue to file in. This senior day, final day of the regular season for both the women and the men. And also, here's Alexis Sexton. And Sexton, a 14-point-a-game scorer. For Tech, Eric, when you look at their leading scores here, and, we had mentioned Stewart, Caden Stewart, she comes in averaging 17. In that first matchup, January 3rd, she only got 10. And then you had Kyra Brown that had 10, and Maggie Borowski led the way that day with 12.
Yeah, and that's why I mentioned Stewart. We know the kind of capable player she is, but if she can get out to a hot shooting afternoon, that would really help this Tech team.
So the Tech seniors there are being honored, and the head coach Kenny Osborne out there and the parents of the players. And like I said, this is always a bittersweet moment, no matter what the level is. It's your final grade school, middle school, high school, or now college. It's always, and Eric, you as a parent, because you have a daughter that runs track and is on the dance team at the local high school in Beckley, and as you and your wife Regina, that's going to be coming up soon for you guys.
Yes.
And it's going to be bittersweet as it's starting to wind down as she graduates in
May.
Yeah,
and these parents out here, and this is college, so you're really thinking the next step is the adulthood, business world.
Right.
But it's still, that's why no matter how old your kids get, this because
right.
You're with your mother, and no matter what, they'll always be your babies,
Right.
So it's always bittersweet.
So now that we've had the festivities, we will have the player introductions, and we'll get the ball in the air and get the game started just a tad late. The game was scheduled to tip at 3, but like I said, because of the ceremonies, we're going to get it started about 8 or 10 minutes late, but that's okay. For the winner, they'll play Wednesday night against Bresca in the opening round of the conference tournament. The 4 seed on the west side takes on the 1 seed on the east side, and for the loser, they'll be eliminated. So, once again, there is Indiana University East being introduced, and their starters are Kramer, Cole, Ferris, Anderson, and Wells. And once again, for Tech, it'll be Stewart, Lucas, Sexton, Amafula, and Nixon. And I think we're going to be in for a really good, entertaining game.
Yeah, I do too. And as you said, both teams, if they exude the cool and calmness of both coaches, they'll settle in and be ready for this game.
And like I said, got a nice crowd as Tech now being introduced. The men's game will follow this shortly after 5 o'clock. The men have already punched their ticket to the conference postseason, so they're not in the same predicament as the women's team is by having to win today. I mean, obviously they want to win, but they don't have to win. So there is Caden Stewart and also Avery Lucas, Alexis Sexton, and Mane Amafula. And rounding out the starting 5, Jaslyn Nixon. Tech wearing the white uniforms trimmed in navy blue and gold, and black, red, and white are the colors of Indiana University East. The opening tip of the ball game is brought to you by State Farm agent Scotty Brown. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Scotty Brown is there. He's in Shady Spring. You can dial him up at 681-238-0000. 6130. So, Eric, we're finally ready for basketball. And in the center circle, we'll see who that'll be. More likely it would be Nixon that will jump for Tech. And let's see who's going to jump for Indiana East. And let's see who they've put in the lineup.
It looks like Maggie Anderson is going to be.
It'll be Anderson in the center circle. And we're finally ready to get this game underway. Ball's in the air, and the tip is controlled by Tech going to the basket to our right. So it looks like the Red Wolves are going to come out and play man-to-man, Eric. As Manafula has it. Get the ball now over to Nixon in the far corner. Nice cut to the basket. Little short shot off the glass, up and in. Nice play is Alexis Sexton able to score the first 2 points of the ball game.
And that's a good sign. Ran some good offense and get on in the books early.
Yeah, another good thing too, Eric, they didn't have to go really deep in the shot clock. And that's one thing of all the college games we do. Most of these teams don't go deep in the clock. Little scoop shot by Anderson is short. And here comes Tech as that was Nixon with the rebound. Whips a pass down low. Ball's knocked out of bounds.
And good recovery by Maggie Anderson as she was missed the shot on one end but ran the floor and had a good defensive play.
23 to shoot as Tech will inbound the ball up under their own basket. And Manafula looking for somebody to get the ball into. And she finds Sexton. And now Stewart with it. .12 to shoot for Tech. And the ball's down on the floor, and they turn it over. Good defense by the Lady Red Wolves.
And that's what you don't want to do early on. Go empty. You want to be as efficient as you can offensively.
So Indiana East here resetting their offense, 14 to shoot. Here's a three ball on its way. Looks good and is. That was pure. That was nothing but net. What a shot by Kramer. The net didn't even move. And the three ball gives the Red Wolves a 1 point lead.
And when you shoot it like that, Tech chose to go under.
Yeah, and changing defense as Stewart dials up a three. As that time the Red Wolves started out man-to-man, Eric. They went zone that time, and Stewart says, that's what I am, a zone buster, and able to dial it up from downtown.
And shot that. When it left her hands, it looked good. Great rotation. And once you see that first one go in, the sky's the limit. The illegal screen called.
And you see more of that on the college level today than ever before.
And that was on Ferris.
So Ferris gets her first foul. And that'll be the team's first, even though from last night they still have 6 fouls up. You know, they had quite a time with that scoreboard last night.
Yeah, and then what did we learn last night? Not to look at that part, right?
I learned that whatever you tell me, that's what it is, right? Double team in the post. Now Tech has 10 to shoot. 7 to shoot. Good defense on this possession by the Red Wolves. Nice hard take to the basket. That shot put up by Stewart. It won't go, but an offensive rebound. Stewart puts it back up and in.
5 straight for Stewart. Way to stay with it on the glass. And Tech's out to a good, offensive start. Scored 3 out of the first 4 possessions.
Right. Thought about the 3 that time was Wells, and she'll attack the basket, and the ball swatted away. Tech on the move. It's Lucas. Gets it over to Manafula. She dials up a 3. Manny Amofilia from downtown. And a timeout by the Red Wolves. With 7:03 remaining in quarter number 1. It's a 10-3 lead, and right now an 8-0 run for the Golden Bears of Tech. As we watch the replay, we'll tell you that this afternoon's game is brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. If you have plumbing or heating issues, you need to call the professionals at Modley's. Dial them up at 304-253-HELP. Also, the game this afternoon brought to you by Pepsi. You need an ice cold Pepsi, a blue can, a Pepsi silver can of Diet Pepsi, or a black can of Pepsi Zero. And brought to you by Pasquale's Italian Restaurant. Pasquale's for all your favorite Italian dishes, plus sandwiches, salads, and seafood. You want Pasquale's, and you can call them at 304-255-5253. Well, Eric, Tech with some hot shooting as they were able to, after they fell down 3-2, they've scored 8 in a row, and now they lead by 7 at 10-3.
And the scoring, they've been real consistent in the flow of the offense. They got deep in the shot clock one time, but you can credit that last 3. It was a transition type of 3 as they had numbers and and they shot it with confidence, and this is a great start for the Lady Golden Bears.
Yeah, that's the way we talked about that in our pregame. You know, you want to be able to relax in. You want to get off to a good start, and Tech has done that. Out of the timeout, here are the Lady Red Wolves. And let's see what they'll cook up out of that timeout. Here's a 3 ball on its way. That's a little strong. I could tell when that ball was put up. It was put up by Lexi Cole, and back the other way comes Tech.
Yeah, no numbers, but they can get into their offense as the Lady Red Wolves got back great in transition defense.
Good ball movement by Tech. Wide open is Manny Emma-Fuel, puts up a 3. She doesn't hit this one.
Well, yeah, but great look. Great skip pass by Stewart. Find the open player.
Here's a drive into the lane. A lot of contact, no whistle, as that was Wells, and thought she was fouled, and say play on. So here's Sexton, and now there's a whistle.
And that one's going to be on Lexi Cole. She picks up.
So Broski gets ready to check in. As Broski enters the ball game, like I said, she was Tech's leading scorer back in that loss on January the 3rd to Indiana University. She had 12 that day. She'll check in, and also into the ball game will be Kyra Brown, and Brown scored 10 that day. And Brown has it now in the far corner.
And this is a good sign for Tech. Anytime you can bring in some offensive firepower, and the young players have really grown up.
Brown dials it up for 3. It grazes the iron and comes up short. Good hustle that time. Broski, she saved it, but saves it to the Red Wolves.
And Brown came in and said, I don't need to warm up.
Yeah.
I'm going to try this deep 3.
Yeah, and that was just a tad short ball, just grazed the iron. There's Kramer on the drive. This shot is a little strong. Battle for the loose ball. And here comes Tech out of there with it. Tech on the move with Sexton. They cut her off. Brown on the trail. 3 ball on its way. That's off. You could tell that shot was going to be off when Sexton let it go. And good pace by both teams. Nice pass up and under, and this basket is good. That's a nice play. It's Maggie Anderson able to get free and score, and that stops an 8-0 Tech run.
Maggie Anderson running the floor, getting into the scorers column.
And Tech turns it over. Here's Kramer on the push. Tech gets back in transition. And Wells has it now here to Anderson. Dials up a 3. It's short. Ball's loose. An offensive rebound. Another 3 on its way. That won't go. That was a good look that time by Wells. And here come the Golden Bears of Tech.
And Nixon is on the glass early on in this quarter for Tech.
Here's an open look from downtown. It's short by Sexton. Well, you don't get much wide open as she was on that
and
shot.
Straight away, and most people say that's the easiest one to take.
Nice finish with the left hand by Peyton Wells.
Just like that, the Lady Red Wolves are only down 3.
Looks like it's going to be a game of runs. There's a shot this time from just past the free throw line, and that is good by Sexton. So getting ready to go into the 4-minute mark here of this first quarter. Glad you're with us on Video Productions. Maris Lowry, Eric Thomas. Tino Corza is the camera person, and Cam Ball producing and directing. 8 to shoot. They're going to have to go quick as the clock was running down, and that's not a problem for Anderson. She dials up a 3 and it won't go. Manafula on the attack now to Brown. Manafula off the dribble into the lane. Kind of a wild shot off the glass. Like she was falling down, Eric, as she was putting up the shot, and there's a foul.
And then she picks up we see it often, a little out of control on the offensive end and picks up the quick foul.
Yes, we watched the replay. It looked like she was kind of stumbling and falling down there as she was trying to go off the dribble, and the shot doesn't go in. Tech gets into its bench. Alara Evans will check into the ball game. And let's see also for Tech getting into the ball game, Emily Ratchford will check in as well. So they move the ball around here. Kramer has it. Kramer looks for a cutter. And then tries to go around a screen. Now down the lane, tacks the basket, and then throws it out. Here's a 3 in front of us. It's good. That's a good-looking shot. That's Ferris that knocks it down.
And Ferris, the team's leading scorer, gets her first open look and knocks it down.
You know, Ferris had 20 in the first meeting. Stewart with it now. Here's Ratchford, puts up a 15-footer, no good. The offensive rebound won't go, as that offensive rebound.
But Borowski cleans it up.
Yeah, Borowski cleans it up. Evans missed the initial shot, and then as you mentioned, Eric, Borowski able to clean it up. Also a new player into the ball game, Trinity Archie into the ball game, and that's her on the drive now. A little strong. Borowski with the rebound. And here comes Tech. Rochford skips a pass to Evans, open, near side corner, and right down to shoot for Evans as she buries a 3-ball.
And Evans playing big dividends when she comes in and knocks down a nice corner 3. Shot it with confidence. Let it fly, young lady.
Yes, she did. Wide open, and she drained it. And this 7-point advantage equals the largest lead of this first quarter. They get the ball in the post. That's Wells trying to do work, puts up the shot. It won't go, but Wells will draw the foul and get to the line.
Yeah, a little too physical in the post on defense right there. I like not trying to give up the ground, but it definitely a foul. And this will be the first free throws of the night.
Yeah, like I said, quite different than the first meeting, as I mentioned, where Indiana University shot 27 free throws back on January the 3rd. They made 24 of them, as the first free throw is good.
And Peyton Wells drains the first.
Of course, Wells, as I mentioned, she led the way in scoring that day when they beat Tech on January 3rd. She had 21. She misses the second. She makes 1 of 2, and Evans clears the rebound. And, even though games that we haven't done, Eric, when we were doing men's, we got here and prepping for the men's game, watching women's. Evans, I think, I've watched her. She's been a solid player for Tech.
Yeah, and she's gotten better, it seems, each game. Nice drive by Stewart.
She just couldn't finish. You're right. It was a really good drive. And back the other way come the Lady Red Wolves. Nice setup for 3. It doesn't go, but that was a good play. And even though Ferris couldn't knock it down, and back the other way comes Tech.
And Evans with the offensive board.
So here's Stewart with it. Now Stewart gives it up, gives the ball over to Sexton. Rochford has it now with 14 to shoot. Stewart dials it up from deep, and it looks good, but it's short. He had great rotation, but nice rebound. Rochford turns around with the offensive rebound and drains a 15-footer.
And right now, Coach Osborne, Kenny Osborne's making all the right decisions. The 2 ladies inserted.
They play dividends, yes.
5 points off the bench. 7.
Yes, there's Ferris right down the lane, and the layup is good. That's a new player into the ball game. That's Alexis Gibbons. Gibbons able to score.
And Gibbons much needed bucket to stop the bleeding for the Lady Red Wolves.
21 to shoot. Evans is open just inside the 3-point line. She left it short. The long rebound comes out to Indiana University Red Wolves. Nice drive all the way to the basket and a foul. That's a good hard take by Peyton Wells, and Wells will step up to the line and shoot 2.
And that should be on Evans. And it is. Evans picks up her first and the team's third, but there'll be 2 free throws here.
Right. Jacqueline Stark will check in to the Indiana University East lineup. Wells' first free throw is good. So she's got the second shot here, this 2-shot opportunity. Free throw on its way. She missed it. She made 1 of 2. Last shot time for Tech. Shot clock off, and we're in the final 15 seconds of quarter number 1.
And if you're Tech, you want to finish this quarter with a bang. You want to run some good offense here and get up a good shot.
Rochford, a lot of contact on the drive. No whistle. You got to play through the contact, and then she commits the foul.
And that'll be her second.
And how many times we see this on all levels, Eric? You put the ball on the floor, you attack the basket, you get bumped, you don't get the whistle, and then out of frustration, you turn around and foul.
Out of frustration, you try to get a steal.
Here's a half-court shot. It'll count if it goes, and it almost went. It hit the front of the rim, but a very entertaining, exciting first quarter of this elimination game. For the winner, they'll punch their ticket to the conference tournament. For the loser, their season's over. At the end of 1, it's Tech 19 and the Red Wolves of University of Indiana East 14. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Access Health, many of our physicians begin their journey here. They trained with us, grew with us, and chose to stay. Because Access Health isn't just where their careers began, it's where they found home. Here, caring means more than medicine. It's knowing your patients and being part of their lives. They've grown with Access Health and with the community that welcomed them. What sets Access Health apart isn't just the care we give. It's the people who grow with us and the community we call home. Access Health. When the need grows, so do we.
This afternoon's game is brought to you by Infinity Coal Company. They have a coal division located in Sophia, West Virginia, about 8 miles from this building, and they take pride in producing coal that fuels progress from around the world. From the heart of coal country, United Coal delivers the resources that strengthen industries and communities. Eric, you have the shooting numbers of the first quarter.
Yeah, and Tech really got off to a strong start, but then they end up shooting 8 of 20, 40%, but 3 of 8 from the three-point line, 37%. And, the Lady Red Wolves shot 5 of 14, so didn't get up many shots and only shot 2 of 7 from the three-point line and 2 of 4 from the free throw.
And, and one thing interesting, Tech did not get to the free throw line in that first quarter. They only shot 8 the first game and made 6, so that first quarter, even though Tech does lead by 5, they did not get to the free throw line, and I'm not sure what the holdup is, or maybe a question, or there's some question over there at the scorer's table. And, Eric, throughout the course of the season, there's been an issue with the clock. I'm not sure what the problem is, as you got one of the officials over there checking it out.
Yeah, that's one thing that we consistently have here.
Well, one thing we had on this basket to our left, we've had the shot clock going out. We've had, the backboard light up in red. I mean, we've had a little issues, and it definitely looks like it's a clock issue as we're ready to start the second quarter. Indiana University East will have the first possession. So whatever they got going on over there, they're attending to it. And it looks like something technical or electronic. So if it's technical or electronic, they don't want me nowhere near it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So whatever it is, apparently they've got it fixed, and we're ready to go with quarter number 2 as the Lady Red Wolves will inbound the ball. And here we go. Here's Archie with it. She had checked in. Also, they have Gibbons into the ball game. Gibbons thought about the 3. Coming up on 10 to shoot. Nice drive to the basket. Good defense by Tech to play good cutoff defense as Stark puts up the shot. And they did not reset the clock. And now that ball did not hit the rim. That should be a shot clock violation, and it is.
Good half-court defense that time.
So
forced a tough shot on the second shot and able to turn them over.
So here's Tech's first possession of the second quarter as the Lady Red Wolves extend their zone. Stewart looks over the zone.
Got to get some cutters.
And Stewart on the drive, little float on the baseline. The ball is blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Tech with 13 to shoot.
And I think Stewart, one more dribble, try to get closer to the basket right there, and you may be able to draw that foul.
Anderson will check back into the ball game for University of Indiana East. And also into the game will be Kramer back into the game. They both started for the Lady Red Wolves. And Nixon is back on the floor for Tech. 8 to shoot. Nice drive right of the lane, lays it up and in. Beautiful play by Alexis Sexton. She saw an opening, Eric, and able to put the ball on the deck and get to the rim.
And that's her 6th point. She's really been aggressive offensively.
This 7-point lead equals the largest lead of the game. This is the third time here this afternoon that the Lady Golden Bears have led by 7. Here's Kramer with it. She'll dial it up for 3. It won't go, and the rebound comes down to Lucas. And here comes Tech. Stewart with it. On the baseline is Manafula. Baseline, nice cut. And Stewart, I think, got too far under.
Yeah, the up and under forced her to shoot it underneath the basket as the Red Wolves get back, but Tech got back in great transition defense.
Here's Ferris waiting for a screen. Nice pick and roll, beautiful play right to the rim. That's a great play as Maggie Anderson able to finish on a nice pass from Ferris, well executed for the bucket.
And Tech's going to have to figure that out. They've been beat 2 or 3 possessions with that same play.
And the Red Wolves will dip into their bench again and into the lineup. Lexi Cole, she'd started the game, now back into the ball game. So Tech will inbound side out with 24 to shoot. Stewart has it off the dribble. Here's a baseline drive to the basket. The shot won't go. The shot was put up by Lucas, but an offensive rebound by Amafula. And Nixon will try it from 15 and got the roll.
And Nixon with the hometown roll right there, giving Tech, helping extend Tech's lead.
Yeah, nice little soft touch. The ball hit the front of the rim there and able just to go in. Ferris looks for a screen. Tries to go around the screen, tries to pass it inside, and it's a turnover. Manafula all the way to the rim. In the lane, lays it up and scores. Manny Amafula with the bucket. Biggest lead of the game right here at the 7-minute mark of the first half. 9-point advantage.
And Tech letting defense turn into offense right there as they get a turnover on one end and cash it in on the offensive end.
Here's Anderson with it off the dribble, tacks the rim and into traffic, and she'll draw the foul. And Maggie Anderson will get to the free throw line and shoot a pair.
And I think that's going to be on Jazz Nixon.
Yep.
Be her first and the team's first of the second quarter.
So Maggie Anderson came in averaging 9 points a game. She scored 10 in the first meeting against Tech. She'll be at the line for a pair, and she misses the first one.
And the Lady Red Wolves are getting to the free throw line. This will be their 6th attempt as they've shot 50%, though. They're 3 of 6.
And that cuts the lead to 25-17. 1 of 2 is made. Here's Stewart. Tech working around, looking at the zone. Skip with a pass all the way across. Stewart will dial it up from downtown and go right down the chute for Stewart.
Big time shot. Second 3 for Stewart as she's really has her shooting eye this afternoon.
11-point advantage. Double-digit lead. Biggest lead of the game thus far. Nice bounce pass, and it's a wild-looking shot. That shot was put up. It didn't hit the rim. That shot was put up by Cole, so the clock continues to run. Here's a 3 dialed up. That 3 won't go by Archie, and Nixon comes out of there with the rebound.
And wait, good straight-up defense by Nixon. She got the block and secured the ball after.
Little drive, little floater in the lane. Tough luck shot that time for Sexton. But that was a nice drive and a good-looking shot.
And a nice bounce pass the other way.
Back the other way, and a nice finish. Is Anderson having a big afternoon thus far for the Lady Red Wolves.
Yeah, 7 points for Maggie Anderson.
Like I said, she averages 9. She's got 7 now. She scored 10 in the first meeting.
And all her points are really, they're big. It's going to be a turnover. I
well,
thought, yeah.
A lazy pass.
A lazy pass. And wholesale changes again.
Broski in, Evans in. Also into the ball game is Amick. That's her first action of the afternoon. Brown also into the ball game as Broski will put it in play. Tech has the ball, 5.5 remaining till halftime, 17 to shoot. Brown here in the near corner. Around the horn they go. Evans with it. Brown with 6 to shoot. Brown going to have to put it up. Shot clock's running down. Brown's going to have to put it up. She throws up a wild shot, and that's a shot clock violation as it does not, it doesn't hit the rim. She didn't get it off in time anyway, and that was good defense by Indiana University East.
And that time, not a good offensive possession. Got too deep in the shot clock, forced a bad shot.
Coming up on the halfway point of this second quarter. Nice give and go, and that shot was a little strong by Wells. And back the other way, here's Sexton with it. Brown to Broski. They get the ball to Evans in the lane. 15 to shoot. Evans nowhere to go. Here's Amy. 8. This is the second possession, Eric, real deep in the clock. It's Evans able to spin and lay it up and in. A beautiful play by Evans.
And 5 points for Evans as they push the lead to 30-19.
Post. Nice move. Kiss off the glass. What a beautiful shot that was by Anderson. Maggie Anderson having quite a game.
Yeah, Maggie Anderson doing work in the post.
Yeah, she's got, 11 of the team's 21. Here's Evans trying to answer it back. Spin,
9 of the 21.
Up and under. 9 of the 21, I beg your pardon. This shot is just inside the three-point line. It's short. That was put up by Sexton. And back the other way, here we go with Cole. Cole will dial it up from downtown and hit right down the chute for Lexi Cole.
Third three-pointer of the first half.
And just like that 11-point lead been trimmed to 6. That's one thing, Eric, we know. None of these leads are safe, right?
Nothing safe. 5 straight.
Brown for 3. It won't go. But they battle for the loose ball. They're down on the floor and rolling around. And we got a held ball, and that will keep it with Tech. That's good hustle for Tech to able to keep the possession. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. 3:29 remaining in the first half. We got a good one. It's 30-24 Tech. We'll take a break here on Video Productions.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
This afternoon's game is brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. They have a 24-lane bowling center with a full-service restaurant. Book your next birthday party at Leisure Lanes. Call them up at 304-253-7328. Also, the game this afternoon brought to you in part by Hart's Cabinets, located at MacArthur, West Virginia. They have quality custom cabinets. They've been around since 1974. You can dial them up at 304-252-2917. Well, Eric, it's been a really good game, entertaining as we thought it would be. For the winner, they punched their ticket to the conference tournament against Bresca on Wednesday. For the loser, their season is over. So Tech will inbound the ball with 20 to shoot up under their own basket. The ball comes into Broski. Little 12-footer. She left it short, and the rebound is to Ferris.
That's one of those where tough angle, probably need to use the glass on that one.
Yeah, maybe she's too close or too open, right? And sometimes those are the hardest shots to make when you are that close or you are that open. Here's Ferris with it, and they really haven't been able to get her going. Ferris comes in, averaging 19 a game, and a nice pass down low, and a beautiful scoop shot up and in by Lucas.
And the Tech has not defended that little pick, slip the screen, pick and roll all game.
It's a 7-0 run right now by the Lady Red Wolves. Is on the other end. There's a foul, and this will be the first opportunity for the Lady Golden Bears to get to the free throw line, and it'll be Evans to shoot 2.
And I think that was on Anderson.
So Evans at the line to shoot a pair. As Avery Lucas checks back into the Tech lineup. Evans ready, first free throw, looks good and is. So this will snap a 7-0 run by Indiana University East and get the lead back to 5. Biggest lead's been 11. Second free throw is no good. 1 of 2 was made, and the lead is 5.
And Evans coming in, she has 6 points off the bench.
So the Lady Red Wolves working the ball around. Ferris has it
play.
now. Yeah, there's that play. And once again, it worked again. And like you said, time, keep doing it till they stop it. They haven't been able to.
I saw it coming.
Yeah, that's almost exact. It was the exact same play and the same result, and a nice finish at the rim, that time by Lucas. As we got a foul on Tech. So it looks like now the Tech offense is kind of bogged down a little bit, Eric.
Yeah, and that foul was on Avery Lucas. That's her first, team second of the quarter.
Because it was 30-19 just a minute ago, and Tech has gone probably 3.5 minutes without a field goal.
Yeah, it's been a stretch. where they good defense by the Red Wolves, but Tech's not playing any good defense.
And there's an illegal screen.
And Alan Abby Lucas.
Yeah.
That'll be her first, team second.
So Alexis Sexton will check back into the Tech lineup. 2:05 for the half. 3-point lead for Tech, 31-28. Their biggest lead has been 11. And they've had 11-point lead on 2 occasions. Around the horn, Tech goes, trying to find somebody free. 14 to shoot. Manafula on the drive. 7 to shoot. Tech's going to have to put it up. There's a little baseline shot. Needs a row. It won't go. Shot put up by Lucas, and back the other way. Here comes Kramer with it.
And the Lady Red Wolves have a chance to tie or cut it to 1.
Yeah, down low. Nice spin move. Anderson draws the foul. She's done real work in that low post, and that's a nice move as she's able to catch the ball on the low block and spin to draw the foul.
And that will be on Evans, and that'll be her second.
So they'll get Nixon back into the lineup with Tech, and also Brown will check back in.
So Maggie Anderson will step to the free throw line where she's 1 of 2.
Yeah, she has had a busy first half as the free throw is no good. Second free throw by Anderson. She's got a really unique release, at least I think, Eric. She makes 1 of 2, and the Tech lead has been cut to 2. Tech has led, as I mentioned earlier, they've led by 11 on a couple different occasions. They look at the zone here in the final 1:15 of the first half. 18 to shoot. The ball's deflected out of bounds. So with 1:11 left in the half, 16 on the shot clock, Tech will inbound the ball. Coming up at halftime in the Direct Choice Halftime Show, we'll recap the first half, have all the numbers for you. And then we have the men's game that will follow this women's game.
And you're right. It seems like Tech, they were running with real efficient offense early. Nice.
Nixon, a nice move, and she'll draw the foul and get to the line. But you're right, Eric. She was able to catch the ball, Nixon, turn around, face the defender, and get to the rim and draw the foul and get to the line.
That'll be the second on Maggie Anderson and the third on the team. And we will get Jaslyn Nixon to the free throw line. This will only be the third and fourth attempt of the first half for her.
And the first free throw is good, as Anderson will have a seat for the Lady Red Wolves. And Nixon ready for her second free throw. Left-handed shooter, and she got them both.
4 points in the quarter for Nixon.
And we're under a minute for the first half. Around the horn, Ferris has it now, 20 to shoot. Head of the lane is Wells. Wells on the dribble all the way to the basket with the left hand. It won't go. That was a nice scoop shot and wasn't able to go. And here comes Tech on with Brown. Amafula picks up her dribble. If you're Tech, got to be in no hurry here, Eric. You got 17 to shoot. And if you don't have a good look, you better get it back out. They get the ball to, and that ball is partially blocked as Nixon puts that shot up on the baseline. Final 19 seconds. Shot clock's turned off, and I'm sure Indiana University East hold it for the final shot of the half.
So look for them to get this high ball screen and try to roll it to the bucket.
Here's Wells. Wells will just going to put her head down and try to drive, but you're right, you called it, and the finish is good. And Lucas had a big first half, and with that bucket, she cuts the Tech lead to 2. So at the break, it'll be a 2-point advantage for the Lady Golden Bears. It's Tech 33 and the Red Wolves of Indiana University East 31. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the Direct Choice Halftime Show and recap the first half coming up next here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. At Little General Store. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hills. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the backroads. Little General Store. Fuel your adventure. For West Virginia.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Hey folks, Rick Lewis here. Come and see what all talks about at one of West Virginia's top pre-owned auto dealers, Direct Choice of Beckley.
Direct Choice has over 50 vehicles available, all priced below market value. And credit problems are no problem. Good credit, slow credit, bad credit, doesn't matter. Direct Choice has over 10 financing sources available with excellent rates to get you in your new car, truck, or SUV today. Give us a try before you buy at Direct Choice Pre-Owned, 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive, Beckley, or shop 24/7 at directchoicewv.com.
We welcome you back to the Direct Choice halftime show, and at the break of this women's basketball game, the Lady Golden Bears of WU Tech lead Indiana University East, the Lady Red Wolves, by 2, 33-31. I'm Maris Lowry along with Eric Thomas, as we have Cameron KB Ball producing and directing, and Tino Corsia is the camera person here this afternoon. Well, it was 2-0 Tech, and then a 3-ball by Indiana University made it 3-2, and that was the only lead that Indiana University East had in the first half, 3-2. Tech got up by 7 at 10-3. They got up by 7 at 17-10, and Tech led 19-14 at the end of the first quarter. Tech expanded the lead to 28-19, and even went to 30-19. And that 11-point advantage at 30-19, and then it was 28-17, then 30-19, 2 11-point leads, which was the biggest lead of the first half. But a nice run of 7 by Indiana University East closed the gap and cut the lead to 31-28. They battled to come down the end, and at the break, a 2-point lead for Tech, 33-31. As we stated throughout our pregame and throughout the course of the broadcast in the first half, this is a winner-take-all game. The winner of this game will punch their ticket to the conference tournament against Bresca on Wednesday. For the loser, their season is over. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Eric will go inside the numbers. We'll have individual and team totals, and we'll do that on the other side of the break here on Video Productions.
We gave a future driver a first look and asked what he thinks makes a good truck. These trucks aren't just for today's drivers, they're for future ones too.
There's a compartment here, great leather seats, a bunch of charging ports, has everything pretty much.
Now it's your turn.
Since I'm too young to do business in the front, I have to do party in the back.
Come to Midstate Ford and drive off in a new truck, cool enough to earn backseat approval. Midstate Ford, home of the Big John deals.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. At Little General Stores. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hills. We're proud to be part of your ride, rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Store, fuel your adventure for West Virginia.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With Compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Are you ready to turn your passion into a career? At New River Community and Technical College, we've got the programs to get you there. Dive into our food service and event management program. Learn skills from kitchen basics to business budgeting and become seasoned for success. Or if the great outdoors is calling, answer it with our outdoor recreation program. Receive hands-on training that readies you to lead, inspire, and explore. Whatever you're passionate about, we have a path for you. Visit newriver.edu today. Start here. Go anywhere.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center in Beckley. A 2-point lead in this women's basketball game for the Lady Golden Bears of Tech. They lead 33-31. We're going to go inside the numbers of the first half. And inside the numbers brought to you by Direct Choice. Direct Choice is a pre-owned vehicle lot located at 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley. They have West Virginia's best selection and best prices on pre-owned vehicles. Also inside the numbers brought to you by Allstate Insurance, located at Market Road in Beckley. Lori Richmond, the agent. You can dial Lori up at 304-252-8646. You're in good hands with Allstate, and now you're in good hands with Eric Thomas. As Eric, you have all the numbers of the first half.
Yeah, team-wise, West Virginia Tech shot 13 of 35 from the floor in the first half, and IU East shot 11 of 28. IU East, once again, got to the free throw line 8 times, but they shot 4 of 8 from the free throw line in this one. The one that stands out for me is Tech's been able to out-rebound IU East 22-19, and I think that's one thing that's really kept them in the lead and kept them going. But individually, IU East is being led by Maggie Anderson there. She has 10 points on the afternoon, and Abby Lucas has 6, and she scored all 6 of her points, Abby Lucas, in the second period on 3 consecutive plays where they ran the high ball screen and got that. They got something working, so Tech's going to have to work on that here in the second half. For Tech, they're being led by Cadence Stewart with 8, and Alara Evans off the bench with 6 points, and Alexis Sexton also has 6. So some balance for Tech, but this second half is going to be a second half.
Yeah, because right there about a minute and a half into the game was the only lead that Indiana University East had. They led 3-2, and Tech led they led basically the entire half. They led by as many as 11 on a couple different occasions, but a nice run there to close out the half by the Lady Red Wolves, and to cut it to 2. It's anybody's game in the second half.
Yeah, anybody's game. It's all about the adjustments. Let's see what both of these coaches dial up here in the second half.
All right, we got to dial up some commercials, and we'll do that, and we'll get you ready for the second half when we return here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. At Little General Stores. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hills. We're proud to be part of your ride, rooted in West Virginia and built for the backwoods. Little General Store, fuel your adventure for West Virginia.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Hey folks, Rick Lewis here. Come and see what all talks about at one of West Virginia's top pre-owned auto dealers, Direct Choice of Beckley.
Direct Choice has over 50 vehicles available, all priced below market value. And credit problems are no problem. Good credit, slow credit, bad credit, doesn't matter. Direct Choice has over 10 financing sources available with excellent rates to get you in your new car, truck, or SUV today. Give us a try before you buy at Direct Choice Pre-Owned, 4631 Robert T. Byrd Drive, Beckley, or shop 24/7 at DirectChoiceWV.com.
This afternoon's game is being brought to you in part by Edward Jones, your financial advisors, and there's 4 great financial advisors here in the Beckley-Raleigh County area that can help you if you are retired or plan on retiring or just changing jobs, and they can help talk you through your financial goals. Heather Cantley, Brooke Dempsey, Ben Worley, or Tracy Houck. Also, the game here this afternoon brought to you in part by Exit Elevation Realty. If you're in the market to buy or sell your house, you can go on their website to exitelevationwv.com. Luke Richmond, the broker, and Steve Morgan, the associate broker. Also, the game is brought to you in part by Spartan Factory. Spartan Factory located in Beckley, and they have all your screen printing, whether you want T-shirts, sweatshirts, team uniforms, whatever the case is. You go to their website, the Spartan Factory, WV.com. And the game also brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. If you have a plumbing or heating issue, call the professionals at Modley's. It's an easy number to remember. You can dial up Modley's at 304-253-HELP. All right, Eric, 2-point advantage for the Golden Bears of Tech. If you were in the locker room at Indiana University East, what might you have come out of there with such knowledge for the second half? Yeah,
build on that momentum of that second quarter because they end up outscoring Tech 17-14 and really turned it around, I thought, in the latter part of that second quarter, found some offensive rhythm, and just build on that.
And on the flip side, if you were in the Tech locker room?
Defensively, they led 11-point was the longest lead?
11-point on 2 different occasions.
Yeah, so you let 11-point lead go away. Go back to what got you that 11-point lead, and they played great defense early, and it was a little lax there in the second quarter.
Yeah, so both teams are concluding their warm-ups as we're moments away from starting the second half. The men's game will follow. In the men's game, Eric, WU Tech has already punched their ticket to the postseason. They are 11-14, and they're 8-7 in league play. They've won 2 in a row, and they're 7-3 at home. And Indiana University East men's team, they are 11-16 overall, 3-12 in league play. They've lost 5 in a row, and they're 5-6 on the road, and that will come up at the conclusion of this women's game.
Yeah, and I think that's still going to be a good one. Tech, they want to play some great basketball going into postseason play, and they've really turned it around and really, I think, put a good rotation out there now that they know what they have, and they're playing well together.
All right, so teams will get around their prospective coaches and get their final instructions as there is the buzzer, the warning horn, I guess I should say, to get us ready for the second half, quarter number 3. And I like the fact, too, that the women's that they play quarters, there's no 1-on-1. You shoot on 5 fouls. Neither team got to the bonus. But one day, Eric, we might get our wish. I know you agree with me that I wish that the men's from Division I all the way down to NAIA would adopt what they're doing here on the women's and play quarters rather than halves.
Yeah, and I think it should be coming down the pike. It makes for a better game.
All right, so we look out there, and it looks like Tech are going to start pretty much the second half the way they did, and it looks like, the same 5 that started the game will start the half. And as I look out there as the Lady Red Wolves come out, they're going to go the same way. So Indiana University East will have the first possession of the second half with a chance to tie or get a lead. Like I said, they only led briefly in the first minute and a half of the game. They led one time at 3-2. So here we go, ready for the second half. For the winner, they get the conference tournament. For the loser, their season's over. And
a turnover.
Turnover on the first possession. And the one thing about it, no one's in really foul trouble. Didn't have a lot of fouls called first half.
I actually totaled that up. There were 7 fouls called on Tech and 5 on IU East.
Yeah.
And that's what we like. Let the teams decide
play right.
Play through it. You're going to have contact.
So here's Tech's first possession of the second half. 12 to shoot. Nixon on the drive, and there, as soon as we talk about fouls, we have one on the first possession, but that definitely was a foul.
That definitely was, and that's going to be Lexi Cole's second foul and the team's first.
So 20 on the shot clock, but that's amazing. We were just we're talking about that, hadn't had any. As soon as we say that, I guess we talked one up, didn't we?
Well, 40 seconds in, right?
Yep, and there's a nice drive to the basket, but couldn't finish that time by Sexton.
And those kind you gotta finish those in a tightly contested game.
Yeah, she got right to the rim and just not able to put it down. So here's a drive. Good defense. Splits two defenders. Put up a shot. That's a very difficult shot that time by Wells. And we're all even at 33.
Was that Wells on the bucket?
Yes, Peyton Wells scored that. So going back, Eric, when it was 30-19, the run is now 14-3 in favor of Indiana University East going back into that second quarter to get the game tied as Nixon gives Tech the lead again as she dials up a 15-footer.
And Nixon has played well. That's her 6th point, and she's shot the ball really well.
Ferris with it now, 20 to shoot. Ferris will dial up a three and shoot for the lead, and it's right down the chute. And Indiana University East has their second lead of the game. Their only other lead, Eric, was, like I said, it's in the first minute and a half of the first quarter when they led 3-2. And they now lead by 1, 36-35.
And then Ferris has 2 makes, and both of them from dialing it up from distance.
Around the screen, the ball comes over here. Stewart for 3 in front of us. Back irons it, and back the other way. Kramer with the long rebound. Kramer on the move. Nice bounce pass. And into the lane. The wild shot goes up by Wells, and coming out of there is Stewart with it. Amafula with it now. And get the ball into the corner. Amafula on the drive into the lane. Not there. 13 to shoot. Just inside the three-point line. Puts it up. It's an air ball. Offensive rebound by Sexton. She'll put it up and score.
And Sexton finally getting one to fall as she corrals her 8th point.
Yeah, good job by Sexton because that ball was an air ball. It went over the basket.
And it was a weird shot. It had 0 rotation, and that's hard to do. It's hard to shoot a ball without it rotating. So the version, knuckleball version of basketball.
Yeah, coming up on the 10 seconds to shoot on the shot clock. Ferris will dial it up, says, well, maybe no problem, but she couldn't knock that down, had a good look.
Well, great look off the bounce right there, and then just pulled on him and didn't make it.
Here's Sexton over to Amafula. Stewart on the drive, and she'll get to the foul line, and she'll draw the foul. It's a good hard take that time by Candace Stewart.
Maris, if that's on Anderson, that'll be her 3rd.
And let's see who they call it on.
Maggie Anderson.
You are correct. And Anderson will be relieved as coming into the ball game is going to be Lucas. And Lucas played pretty good in her minutes in the first half.
And you're right, but you're taking off the leading scorer thus far in this game for the Red Wolves has been Anderson.
So Stewart makes the first of 2. And gives Tech a 2-point advantage. Second free throw on its way. She got them both. Fine young lady. Had a nice conversation with her prior to the game.
Yeah, Greenbrier East, local Greenbrier East product. And then you're talking about she loves basketball.
Yeah. Her sister's a really good player as well. Ferris on a drive, throws it away. Here comes Tech. 3-on-2. And the Red Wolves do a good job getting back in transition. Stewart off the dribble to the baseline.
I thought she was going to pull the trigger on that one.
That's a wild-looking shot off balance. Sexton. She thought she was going to get bailed out, but as you know, on this, they don't bail you out on that.
You have to earn the foul, right?
That's
you have
right.
to earn it.
Coming up on the 6-minute mark of the third quarter. That's a deep 3, but wide open look, and it's short, and that 3 was put up by Cole.
Nixon with another board.
Yeah.
She's done a great job on the offensive glass, or defensive glass, excuse me.
So Tech has regained the lead. They have the ball and up 3. Stewart with it, 18 to shoot.
So Nixon had 8 rebounds at half, so she's knocking on double figures door.
A 15-footer from the left elbow won't go for Lucas, and back the other way. Here comes Cole with it. Cole sees an opening into the lane. Here's a little short baseline shot. That's too strong. That shot put up that time by Wells.
You got to come help her. She can't dribble. She lost her dribble.
Right,
Yes.
and Stewart does just that. Gets the ball across the midcourt stripe.
Halfway point here. You got to have a good possession if you're Tech. Try to extend this lead.
And that's a nice drive off the glass, but left it short is Amafula, and back the other way. As you mentioned, Eric, we're at the halfway point of this third quarter. Right down the lane, that shot won't go, and both teams are struggling to put the ball in the basket right now as Wells missed that one.
And this right here, Tech has numbers if they run this right because the player is still down.
They get the ball inside, and Nixon will finish left of the lane.
It was 5-on-4. 5-on-4 basketball. You'll take that all day.
All day long. So, since Tech got down by 1, they've scored the last 6 to go up by 5, 4.5 remaining third quarter.
And that's a good answer on your home floor. You got to answer runs. It's a game of runs, and now Tech's on one.
Here's Cole off the dribble into the lane, tacks the basket. A lot of contact, no whistle. We
Nixon
play through
with
it.
Another block.
Yes. And we come back up the floor with Sexton. Sexton around a screen.
And Coach Osborne is pretty much going with this same 5 this whole quarter.
Yeah, he's getting ready, though, to make some changes on the next dead ball, though. As Stewart is open, dials it up, and goes right down the chute for Stewart.
And Stewart, this dates back to the first quarter. When she hit that first one, you knew it was going to be a good afternoon for her.
So right now, Tech on a 9-0 run from being down 1 to up 8. Nice pass, nice cut to the basket, and a nice finish. And that was a nice play as Wells able to score, and Indiana University East really needed that.
And that gets them right back in the contest.
Stewart says back at you for 3. A splashdown by Stewart.
Stewart's feeling it, Maris. That's her 4th of the afternoon.
Well, I told her before the game, I said she's going to go 6 of 8 from downtown. She smiled at me at that. She says, I don't want to miss any. I said, even the best miss every now and then, right?
16 points for her. You know what? I'd run a play. You have to heat check her here. I'd run a play to her, find the hot hand. I run some offense, try to run her off her screen and get her.
And that's what they're trying to do, Eric.
Oh, this is wide open.
Stewart wide open for 3. It's going to be short. I could tell when it left her hand. As that shot was trying to get Tech into a double-digit lead. A lot of contact, and that's an offensive foul.
Yeah.
And the young lady
Amafula picks up the charge.
Yeah, the young lady who the foul was called on, Wells, is shaken up. She's slow to get up, and that'll get us to a media timeout. 2:41 left in the third quarter as Tech leads 47-38. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
1-2.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This afternoon's game is brought to you in part by Pasquale's Italian Restaurant in Beckley, and they have all your favorite Italian dishes plus sandwiches, salads, and seafood. Dial Pasquale's up at 304-255-5253. Well, Tech now, Eric, with a leading 47-38 and have possession of the ball.
And 5 new players into the lineup.
And wholesale changes made. And with the ball right now is Krause. Krause into the game. First time Brown has it. Broski with it now. Here on the near side, that 3 is short, and that 3 It's put up by Rochford, and it won't go.
What a great rebound that time.
And here's Stark with it. She had checked into the lineup for Indiana University East.
So let me give you some in-game stats right now. On the bench, for Tech is Stewart. She has 16 mares, but Nixon has really had a big game, 12 rebounds and 4 blocks.
Inside the little short shot won't go, and there's a foul as that shot was put up by Lucas, and then Lucas commits the foul.
No, I think they'll get it on Gibbons.
Gibbons, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, Alexis Gibbons, her first, and the team's 4th of the quarter. Well, they have
33.
Lucas. They gave it to
Lucas.
Lucas.
Lucas. Yeah, I don't even think Gibbons is on the floor.
Yeah, right. She's not. I looked at 35.
Yeah, so it was 33. So, yeah, my eyesight it might be bad, but I don't think it was that bad. I was able to see down there. But I know a lot, and they're built the same way. You know, length, slender, lengthy as Borowski off the dribble, able to score.
Borowski's first point since the first quarter.
And this equals the largest lead of the game. There's a foul on Borowski as an opening was seen by Archie, and Archie put it off the deck to try to attack the basket, and it'll be 2 shots.
And Borowski will pick up her first.
So this is the 3rd time in this game, Eric, that Tech is led by 11 as the free throw is made to cut the lead to 10. Second free throw good. She got them both and gets the game back to single digits. 49-40, 120 left third quarter.
And this is where Tech's got to do a better job. Third time has been 11-point lead, and they've given it up quick. Run some offense, maybe try to get it to Evans in the post.
Yeah, they got 15 to shoot, so they got time. They don't have to rush. They're trying to get the ball to Evans. She's posting up. They'll dial up a 3. There's that a 2. That's a 2. And that shot was put up by Emily Rochford. And that is a 2 ball. And the lead back to 11. Back the other way is a 3. A much-needed 3 for Indiana University East.
Who hit that 3?
I was looking at my sheet. I didn't see it. We'll have to go back and check that. 19 to shoot for Tech. Don't have to be in any hurry. Brown has it. Around the horn they go. 11 to shoot. And that's a travel. And Tech turns it over. Back into the lineup will be Maggie Anderson. She'll check in. And also into the lineup will be Peyton Wells back in. So the shot clock turned off, probably the last shot here of this third quarter with 18 seconds left in it. Trying to get the ball to Ferris, and they do. We'll call out a play in the final 10 seconds of the third. Ferris around a screen. Inside the three-point line, run a pick and roll, and that's a hold. That's a foul on Tech. And that's a good foul because that's going to be a layup had Evans not reached out and grabbed the young lady for Indiana University East.
I think they're going to whistle that one on Krause. Haley Krause.
Yes.
And that'll be her first. Team's
second, right?
Yes.
But had it not reached out, as that little short shot misses, and that's the end of the third quarter. At the end of 3, Tech has taken a 2-point lead to an 8-point lead, 51-43 the Tech lead, as we'll come up on the fourth quarter. And we'll get you to the fourth quarter on the other side of the break here on Video Productions.
This new year, give your home a fresh start with a brand new view from Window World at Beckley.
At Window World, we believe all homes deserve comfort, energy savings, and style all year long.
With our energy-efficient windows and doors, Window World has you covered.
Give your home the view it deserves this year with new windows and doors from Window World at Beckley. New year, new view with energy-efficient windows from Window World at Beckley.
Call today, 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD
for your free in-home estimate.
Hey folks, Rick Lewis here. Come and see what all talks about on one of West Virginia's top pre-owned auto dealers, Direct Choice of Beckley.
Direct Choice has over 50 vehicles available, all priced below market value. And credit problems are no problem. Good credit, slow credit, bad credit, doesn't matter. Direct Choice has over 10 financing sources available with excellent rates to get you in your new car, truck, or SUV today. Give us a try before you buy at Direct Choice Pre-Owned, 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive, Beckley, or shop 24/7 at directchoicewv.com.
This afternoon's game is brought to you by Infinity Coal Division, located in Sophia, West Virginia. They take pride in producing coal that fuels the progress around the world. From the heart of coal country, United Coal delivers the resources that strengthen industries and communities. We're ready to go to the fourth quarter, Eric. An 8-point lead for Tech, 51-43. You have the numbers through the first 3 quarters.
Yeah, in the first 3 quarters, and Tech scored 18 points to 12 to extend this lead, and they shot it really well, real efficient in that quarter. Mara says they went 7 of 15 from 2 of 4 from 3, and they shot it really well. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and on the flip side, 4 of 13 from the floor for IU East, and didn't shoot it really well, and Tech extended the lead.
So it was 19-14 Tech at the end of the first quarter, 33-31 Tech at the break, and now they've extended the lead from 2 to 8 here as we start the fourth quarter, 51-43. Tech is led by as many as 11 on 3 or 4 occasions, and a couple of short leads in points and time by Indiana University East. So they had just paid tribute to the soccer team at Tech.
Yes, and I guess national runner-up.
Yep, that had a great year, and now we're ready to start the fourth quarter.
And both teams will be going back with the original starting 5 to start the fourth.
So the winner of this game punches their ticket to the conference tournament, and for the loser, they'll end on a 4-game losing streak, and their season will be over. So they get a nice pass down low, and Nixon able to catch, shoot, and score. And it's back to a double-digit lead for Tech, a 10-point advantage.
And that gets Nixon into double figures with 10.
Here's Ferris with it. Whip a pass down low, up under the basket, and it's a turnover.
So Tech with a chance to have its longest lead of the game.
Try to maybe kind of take really control of the game perhaps here within the first minute of this fourth quarter. They got plenty of time on the shot clock, 15 to shoot. Around the horn they go. Here's Stewart off the dribble. Stewart tacks the basket. Her shot's blocked. It's out of bounds. It will stay with Tech with 9 to shoot.
9 to shoot, and the good no call because I think the IU East had verticality, didn't really come over, and Kennedy was forced into a tough look.
Yeah, so into the ball game will be Rochford. 6 to shoot. Tech's going to have to hurry up and they throw it away. They don't even get a shot off, and that's got to be frustrating. So on the turnover.
And those are the type of possessions that will get a team right back in it.
Here's Kramer with it. Here's a 3-ball. Oh, that 3-ball is short. That 3-ball put up by Wells. And back the other way comes Tech. Sexton. Rochford has it now, and now Stewart. Nice spin into the lane. The shot won't go, but gets her own rebound to Sexton. Gets the ball to Rochford. She puts up the shot, won't go, and that's a foul on Tech. They'll get Stewart for the foul.
Yeah, Stewart with her first. Team's first of the quarter.
So here come the Lady Red Wolves with Kramer. Stark into the ball game, has it now. Ferris around the ball screen. Into the lane, puts the shot up off the glass. It won't go, tipped around, and Nixon with another board.
Yeah, that's her 13th of the game.
So she's close to a double-double.
She has a double.
Has a double-double already in double figures.
10 points and 13
rebounds. As that shot is no good, but there's a foul, and that'll get Alexis Sexton to the free throw line.
And I think that one is going to be whistled on Peyton Wells. That'll be her second and the first of the quarter, but it's a 2-shot variety.
As Gibbons will check into the ball game. Alexis Gibbons checks in. And it'll be 2 shots for Alexis Sexton. She entered the ball game, the team's second leading scorer at 14 a game. And the first free throw is good.
And if she can make this one, that'll get her into double figures.
And also give Tech their biggest lead of the afternoon. And we've got 8 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter, and she got it, and a 12-point advantage. This is the biggest lead of the game right here. So you got to think right here, Eric, with 2 minutes gone into the fourth, we're at the 8-minute mark. if you're Indiana University East, your season's on the line. You've really got to make a push starting now.
Yeah, you have to go. You got to run. I'm going to use your line. You don't have to be in a hurry, but you
got to go quick.
Got to go quick.
And you got to get stops on the defensive end of the floor. Here's a nice drive into the lane. Good, tough defense. A follow away. That was a difficult shot by Ferris. And what do we got?
Technical
foul. And is that called on the bench?
Yeah, no, it's on the shot, on the shooter, and it's going to be on Taylor Ferris, the team's leading scorer. Was not happy with all the contact that happened, and she picks up the technical foul.
Yeah, she must have said the magic word or words, right? And there's probably a bunch of them, but there's 2 or 3 that definitely will get
that
you.
You can't say.
That you definitely cannot say. So it'll be 2 shots and the ball as Stewart will get to the line. Stewart came in averaging 17.
And that puts her right on 17 with that free throw, with that make.
And that takes Tech to a 13-point advantage. And Stewart, second free throw, and she got them both. And you know it's a 6-0 run out of the break in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, 4 for 4 at the free throw line, and a bucket for Jaslyn Nixon. So right here, hey, if you're Tech, you run some offense, run some clock, and you can extend this lead with a good possession.
This is the biggest lead of the game right here at 14, and it looks like that's exactly what Tech is doing. Brown dials it up from distance and delivers. Kyra Brown, it's up 3, and now the lead has ballooned on a 9-0 run. Has ballooned all the way to 17. Biggest lead of the game right here. All the way to the basket. Nice off the glass, up and in. That's a nice shot by Wells. And that stops the bleeding for the moment as Tech was on a 9-0 run.
The first points of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and it came almost 3 minutes in as we go under 7 minutes for the game. Amafula looks, 13 to shoot. Amafula on the drive, 7 to shoot in the lane. Got to do something with it. Bounces it down low. The short shot won't go. That was Avery Lucas. And back the other way, here comes Ferris with it. On a drive into the lane, lost the ball. And we got a held ball. The arrow will keep it with Indiana University East. As back in the Tech lineup will be Sexton, Broski, and Evans. 6.5 remaining, Eric, and a 15-point lead for the Golden Bears of WU Tech. 20 to shoot. Here's Kramer. Kramer down the lane. Puts up the short shot off the glass and in. Nice shot by Gracie Kramer. So they've been able to put back-to-back baskets together. The Lady Red Wolves. Here's Brown. 18 to shoot. Sexton into the lane, finds Brown open, dials it up for a 3. A little strong. And the rebound is run down by Taylor Ferris.
And a turnover.
And they throw it away. And, boy, you just can't have a play like that, especially when you had a little momentum. You scored the last couple times you had the ball. You're down 13, and they had a chance maybe to cut it to 10 had they hit a 3, but they don't get an opportunity because they turned it over. Into the lane, nice spin, and the roll is good.
Nice under control for
Amafula.
And she has 7.
She's had a solid floor game for the Lady Golden Bears. 5.5 remaining fourth quarter. Here's a 3 on its way. It doesn't go. That was a good look, and the 3 won't go for Wells, and here's Brown with it.
You have some numbers here.
Amafula thought about the 3, but want to run clock. Evans said, the heck with clock. I'll dial it up a little strong. And Broski with a nice offensive rebound, and she's fouled.
And that'll be on Ferris. That'll be her 3rd.
So we're 11 seconds away of being halfway into this fourth quarter. The lead has been as big as 17. The lead's 15 now. And Tech will inbound right in front of us with 20 to shoot.
And great hustle by Borowski to not give up on the rebound. Tipped it to herself and able to pick up the foul.
Brown for 3. It won't go. And the rebound is Wells. Here's Ferris with it. Ferris on the drive. passes it down low, and there's a foul, and getting to the free throw line will be Anderson. Anderson had a big first half, but kind of quiet here in the second half.
Let's see if they call this in the act.
And that'll get us to a media timeout before the free throw. So with 4:55 remaining for the quarter, the lead is 15 for the Golden Bears, 62-47. We'll take a break, be right back here on Video Productions.
We asked the real experts what they think of our Chevys and GMCs, and they didn't hold back.
Come here. Come on. I like the noise of it.
They tested the seats, the screens, and the tires as well. Now it's your turn. Northside Chevy GMC, approved by kids, loved by everyone. Chevrolet, together let's drive. GMC, we are professional grade.
Northside Chevy, where they are right.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Hart's Cabinets, located at MacArthur, West Virginia. They have quality custom cabinets. You can dial them up at 304-252-2917. They've been around since 1974. Out of the timeout, it'll be free throws, and the first free throw is good for Maggie Anderson, and that trims the lead to 14, 62-48. Anderson's second free throw, she missed. She made 1 of 2, and they call it travel on the rebound.
And she's been consistent at the free throw line, 1 of 2 each time. She shot 6 and made 3. And I have to correct an error I made. Nixon has 7 defensive rebounds, not 14 total rebounds for Tech.
Okay, there's a little short shot. It grazes the iron, and that shot was put up by Cole. And here comes Tech with it. Yeah, Sexton has it. You know, you got the ball, 14-point lead, Eric. You can run some clock. You don't have to get too deep in the clock, but you want to make sure you get a good shot.
Yeah, and get a good look. They've taken 3 straight threes. I mean, I'm not saying don't take a 3, but take the best shot, and they'll reset this to 20.
And that helped them because they added more time on the clock as Tech will bring Stewart back into the ball game, Nixon back into the ball game, and also Lucas into the game as Avery Lucas will put the ball in play right here in front of us.
Yeah, so they're going to go probably down the stretch with the original starting 5 here.
Yeah, run some clock on this possession, 15 to shoot. Amafula sees an opening, goes right into traffic. A nice hard take by Amafula, and she'll get to the line and shoot a pair.
Yeah, and they're going to call that one on Gracie Kramer. It'll be her first shooting foul, but the team's 4th, so Tech will be in the bonus from here on out once IU East fouls.
So Amafula makes the first. Second free throw, she got them both.
Tech is 6 for 6 in the 4th quarter from the free throw line.
Yeah, Tech has really played well here, really since the middle of the 3rd quarter in the second half. A lot of contact on that drive and no whistle. And there's still a lot of contact as that shot's put up, and now I think they call a foul, but they could have blown the whistle 2 or 3 times earlier as Wells able to score, and we'll try to polish off a 3-point play.
Yeah, it's going to be on Sexton, and it'll be her first, team's 3rd of the quarter. Much needed bucket for Peyton Wells as she's got a chance for an and one.
She looked like she got pinballed around in there, right? Bouncing off defenders as she does polish off a 3-point play. So coming up on the 4-minute mark, Tech with the ball and leading by 13. And Tech can see getting on that bus going to Beresca, Kentucky here on Tuesday to play Wednesday if they can hang on to get this done. Here's Nixon with it.
And a good offensive rebound to maintain possession for Tech.
Stewart on the baseline.
I don't see how she didn't dribble that out of bounds.
That 3 is going to graze the rim short. And I'm with you, Eric, as Lucas missed that 3. I don't know how Stewart stayed in bounds. And back the other way, Kramer will dial it up from downtown. And it's good right down the chute. It's a 10-point game. 3:20 to go. So hold the phone. Tech's not ready to rent those hotels yet.
Yeah, and it's a must to run a good offensive set here.
And try to get the best shot you can. Nixon will dial it up from the baseline. It's short. Ball's knocked. Actually, it's a foul, and that's a good call, as that's clearly a foul on Sexton.
On Sexton will be her second, the team's fourth.
So, Eric, both teams now on their next foul, the other team will be shooting as we're getting ready to go up under 3 minutes for the game. So this is a big possession in this contest, trying to get it to single digits. Or the Lady Red Wolves. Here's Ferris. And there's a foul, and that's free throw time, as, like we mentioned, both teams on this next foul, and that was the next foul. They're over the limit.
And Maggie Anderson will get to the free throw line where she's struggled 3 of 6 on the night.
Yep. 50% free throw shooter here this afternoon. And Anderson's first free throw is good. And you got a chance to score with the clock stopped. You got to take advantage of it. Second free throw, she got both of them, and it's single digits now. An 8-point game. And the Lady Red Wolves have to play good defense without fouling. Tech, you want to run a little clock, but you don't want to run it down too deep. They have 15 to shoot. Stewart with it, off the dribble. Stewart attacks the basket and draws the foul, and she'll get to the line. Stewart, an excellent free throw shooter, and does a great job when she turned the corner, and she got the contact, and she'll get to the free throw line.
And that'll be on Lexi Cole. That'll be her third, team's fifth, of course, but it was a shooting foul anyway.
And Stewart misses a free throw. And we know how good of a free throw shooter she is.
Yeah, she was 4-4 going into that shot, but anything helps. Need to make the second one.
And she does. So she gets 1 of 2 and make it a 3 full possession lead for Tech with 2:29 left here in the fourth quarter. Broski back into the ball game. And I'm sure she's in there for defensive reasons. They get the ball inside. Nice post move. Nice up and under with the left hand, but the shot doesn't go. That was a beautiful move by Wells. She just couldn't make the shot.
And Borowski did a great job staying vertical, not biting on the up and under and reaching.
And that's why, like I said, Borowski's in the game. She has the ball now because of her defensive presence as we get ready to come up on the 2-minute mark of this fourth quarter. 12 to shoot for Tech. Nixon,
nice pass.
Yeah, I said Nixon not able to finish. A little strong. As here comes Anderson. She had the rebound. Now over to Wells in the lane. Ball's knocked free. Here's Tech on the move. Emma Fuller races down the floor, puts up a wild shot, no whistle. Bodies flying every which way. Tech thinks there was a foul. Down inside, that time that is a foul, and count the basket. So Tech doesn't get it on one end, and they give up a bucket and a foul on the other. And Eric, don't look now, but if the free throw is successful, it'll be down to a 2-possession game, just a 6-point game. As Wells able to finish, and Nixon gets the foul, her third. Free throw is no good. Ball's out of bounds over to Tech. So Tech with possession of the ball, minute and a half remaining here in the fourth quarter. The winner of this game will punch their ticket to take on Bereshka, Kentucky on Wednesday. For the loser, their season is over, and they'll end whoever loses this game on a 4-game losing streak. Tech trying to run clock, 17 to shoot. Broski with it, over to Stewart. Ball's loose on the floor. Broski picks it up, 8 to shoot. Got to go quick now, 4 to shoot, and there's a turnover. Kramer goes in. Nice pass behind the back and a nice foul. That was a nice pass by Kramer. And Kramer gets the ball over to Ferris, and Ferris draws the foul and will get to the line.
Yeah, Mafula picks up the foul, but that was a good foul. Make them earn it at the free throw line. And this will be leading scorer Taylor Ferris, who's been held to 6 points this afternoon, Maris. Came in averaging 19, but these are 2 big free throws.
Yeah, and she scored 20 in the first meeting against Tech. And we're going to have a timeout before we have the free throws. We're at 58.3 seconds, and I think there's an issue. Is they're going to come over here and look at something on our screen, Eric, and not really sure. Maybe they're going to look at the clock. So I guess they're going to look at the clock to see how much time is left. As the clock currently shows 58.3 and a 65-58 lead for Tech. And right there's the foul. And see if we can zoom in on it. It's definitely under a minute, right, Eric?
It looked like 59.3.
Like I said, it's definitely, they got 58.3, but it's definitely under a minute. So they might put another minute back on the clock. It's 58.3 as the officials are checking out our monitor. And let's see if they decide.
I'm thinking 59.5.
59.5. So the clock says 58.3 now, so they'll go to 59.5. And Eric, after all that, you should have just told them.
Yeah.
Because you did anyway, right?
I did. But I love how they come and get it right.
Yeah.
Because the foul was actually when he raised his hand, which we got 0 signals in the game last night, but that's another.
Well, you know, I just wish, and I know you can't do this on every high school level because not every high school game is streamed, but games that are streamed, they ought to be able to have the ability to do that. So they will put 59.5 on the clock, and it'll be 2 shots for Ferris. And she's trying to cut the lead to 5. And the first free throw is good, and that makes it 65-59. And now trying to make it 65-60 if she can make this free throw. And she cannot. And we got a whistle, and what do we got? A foul on the rebound or a timeout? We have a timeout, not a foul. So 59 seconds remaining here in regulation.
So, and that's the advance. You can use this timeout to advance it to half court, correct?
That is
in
correct.
The women's game.
All right, the game here this afternoon is brought to you by Edward Jones, Edward Jones Financial Advisors. If you're retired, planning on retiring soon, or changing a job, and jobs, and they can, the fine folks at Edward Jones can walk you through your financial goals. Tracy Houck, Ben Worley, Heather Cantley, or Brooke Dempsey. Also, the game here this afternoon brought to you in part by Exit Elevation Realty. Luke Richmond, the broker, Steve Morgan, the associate broker. If you're in the market to buy or sell your house, check them out on their website at exitelevationwv.com. So with 59 seconds left in regulation, it's a 6-point advantage. Tech up 65-59. Both teams over the limit. The first thing, you got to get the ball in, and then you got to be strong with the ball. You got to protect the ball,
and you got to make free throws.
Yeah, because you got to figure
they're going to foul if they don't get the steal.
If they don't get a steal within, I'd say 5 seconds,
they're going to try to
foul.
extend the game that way.
But Tech has shot free throws extremely well in this fourth quarter.
Yes, they have. They're 7 of 8 in this quarter from the free throw line. And they only shot, how many? 8 the first game, right? Go back to your notes.
Yeah, 6 of 8 in the first game.
So in this quarter alone, they've shot as many as they did the whole game.
The whole game the last time they played back on January the 3rd. Got to get it in, and they do. You want to get the ball to Stewart if possible because she's the best free throw shooter out there.
Well, I think they're going to – now, if you haven't fouled now, you're going to play this clock out on this possession.
I can understand it if it was 3 points, but I don't know about 6 points.
Yeah, but if you play good defense, you can go down and hit a quick one, and then you can foul, which they have.
There's 8 to shoot. Tech's got to get a shot off, and they're going to throw it away, or are they? Broski on the baseline. They're not going to get a shot off. Shot clock's going to run out. They reset the shot clock, and I don't understand that. That should be a shot clock violation. That should be a shot clock violation. As we're trying to tell the officials, it's a shot clock violation. Because they did not, and there's the call made, shot clock violation.
That's the correct call.
That is the correct call.
They didn't even need us this time.
No, well, I was giving them the signal, and one of them looked at me.
They're going to check the clock now.
Well, I don't know if they – well, 30 seconds, and it was 59.5, and it's 29.5, so the clock is right, and the call is right as there's a 30-second timeout on the floor. So basically, Tech ran the 30 seconds off, Eric, but they didn't get a shot. And now, if you're the Red Wolves, I think you probably need a 3 with 29.5 seconds left in the game, right?
Yes, you do. You got to go, unless you go super quick and get a 2, but you got to cut this and you got to cut it in half, right?
Well, you try to get it to a one-possession game. Like you said, even if they go super quick, and say they get a bucket and they cut it to 4, they have to get a steal and foul.
Yes.
So I think that's what I say. I think they're going to need a 3. As they'll inbound it side out. Like I said, I like this that you can advance the ball. Like I said, I wish all the rules were the same all the way through. So Kramer will put it in play, and they get the ball in to Wells. Down low, Wells spinning, looking, and it's a turnover. And there's a foul, and that'll get Broski to the free throw line. They try to go for the quick 2, and they don't get a shot up. They turn it over. And really, Eric, I think with 21.4 left here in the fourth quarter, I think if Broski can make these 2, I think that'll pretty much seal the deal.
And Broski, really been a good addition. This is one of the local products here of James Monroe High School, right? Correct?
Correct.
And we had a chance to see her in the All-Star game that we did last year. And,
last April.
Yeah, and she's I think she plays real, has a high basketball IQ, brings a lot to the table. She plays multiple positions because she plays bigger than her size as well. She makes them both.
She makes them both and makes it 67-59. It's a 30-second timeout. And, of course, we'll have a quick wrap-up in the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show, and then we'll get us to the boys' game that is scheduled to tip at 5, but it might be shortly after 5 since it's 4:41 right now. And in the boys' game, the Golden Bears of Tech are 11-14. Indiana University East are 11-16. Indiana University East has lost 5 in a row. Tech is winners of 2 in a row. Tech 7-3 at home. The Red Wolves men team are 5-6 on the road, and that will follow this as Tech is 21.4 seconds away from having a 2-win season a year ago, Eric, to getting to 16 wins, a 14-game turnaround, and punching their ticket to the conference tournament.
Man, and you talking about, a great coaching job by Kenny Osborne and his staff.
Cole will dial it up from downtown. It won't go. Nixon with the rebound, and that should do it as she's fouled with 13.9.
And that's Nixon's 8th defensive rebound. Been huge on the glass, where she will come to the other end to shoot 2. And she is 2 of 2.
Yep.
On the evening.
So you got to feel happy for the Tech team, like I said, to where they were. And Eric, you know, even the games that we didn't broadcast, when we watched Tech play, we're like, my goodness. When they were losing, they were 2-26 last year. They just weren't losing by 8 or 10 points. They were getting beat by 30, 35 points. And to be able to turn it around as Nixon makes the first of 2, the way they did, this has been a remarkable coaching job by Kenny Osborne.
And Nixon has really produced tonight, and she makes that. That's 12 points and 8 rebounds of the defensive variety, too.
Yeah, we got a full timeout with 13.9 remaining in the game. 10-point lead for Tech. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
This new year, give your home a fresh start with a brand new view from Window World at Beckley.
At Window World, we believe all homes deserve comfort, energy savings, and style all year long.
With our energy-efficient windows and doors, Window World has you covered.
Give your home the view it deserves this year with new windows and doors from Window World at Beckley. New year, new view with energy-efficient windows from Window World at Beckley.
Call today, 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD
for your free in-home estimate.
Hey folks, Rick Lewis here. Come and see what all talks about at one of West Virginia's top pre-owned auto dealers, Direct Choice of Beckley.
Direct Choice has over 50 vehicles available, all priced below market value. And credit problems are no problem. Good credit, slow credit, bad credit, doesn't matter. Direct Choice has over 10 financing sources available with excellent rates to get you in your new car, truck, or SUV today. Give us a try before you buy at Direct Choice Pre-Owned, 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive, Beckley. Or shop 24/7 at DirectChoiceWV.com.
13.9 seconds remaining in the game. And Tech is going to hang on and get this win as that shot won't go. We got a foul, Eric, with 8 seconds left. But Tech is going to punch their ticket to the conference tournament on Wednesday as they have a 10-point lead And the Tech fans are
they're
really excited as they bring out some of their starters.
And the seniors are getting big hugs that are produced tonight.
I guess there was no foul. I guess just a timeout.
It was.
Yeah, that's all.
A rolling timeout.
Yep. So they got to get the ball in and just hang on to the ball. Comes to Broski. No need to foul. Broski will just dribble out the time. And Tech will get the win 69-59 as there it is. Your final score. The Golden Bears of WU Tech have punched their ticket to the conference tournament as they finish the regular season with a 69-59 victory over Indiana University East. They're now 16-10 overall. That puts them at 7-9 in league play, 7-5 at home. They snap a 3-game losing streak for Indiana University East. Their season comes to an end. They'll finish up 11-16, 7-9 overall, 4-10 on the road, and losers of 4 in a row. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back and get you to the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show on the other side of this break here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. At Little General Stores. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hills. We're proud to be part of your ride, rooted in West Virginia and built for the backwoods. Little General Store. Fuel your adventure. West Virginia.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
We asked the real experts what they think of our Chevys and GMCs, and they didn't hold back.
Come here. Come on. I like the noise of it.
They've tested the seats, the screens, and the tires as well. Now it's your turn. Northside Chevy GMC, approved by kids, loved by everyone. Chevrolet, together let's drive. GMC, we are professional grade.
Northside Chevy, where they are right.
We welcome you to the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show. Congratulations to the Golden Bears of WU Tech. The Lady Bears have punched their ticket to the conference tournament, take on Breska of Kentucky next week. And this was the winner of this game got in. The loser of their season's over, and Tech able to pull it out. They win the ball game 69-59. Tech led 19-14 at the end of the first quarter. They led 33-31 at the break, led 51-43 at the end of 3, and they win the ball game 69-59. Tech led by as many as 17 in the game, and the couple of brief leads that Indiana University East had were only by 1 point. But Tech had a strong, from the middle of the third quarter, Eric, the middle of the third quarter on into the fourth quarter, Tech was really strong. And when it was an 8-point lead, Tech was able to get off to a good start in that fourth quarter as they scored the first 9 points and took that 8-point lead to a 17-point lead, and they never looked back, and they end up winning by 10, 69-59.
And I think defensively, they had a lapse there in the second quarter, but for 3.5 quarters, they played good defense, and it's reflective in the team stats as well.
All right, so we're going to go inside the numbers of the Lady Golden Bears victory. Inside the numbers brought to you by Direct Choice. Direct Choice is a pre-owned vehicle lot located at 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley. They have West Virginia's best selection and best prices on pre-owned vehicles. Also, inside the numbers brought to you by Allstate Insurance. You're in good hands with Allstate. They're located on Market Road in Beckley. Lori Richmond is their agent. You can dial up Lori at 304-252-8646. For all the numbers of this Lady Golden Bears victory, here's Eric.
And a great defensive effort. But the Golden Bears, Lady Golden Bears were able to put 3 people into double figures, led by Caden Stewart with 19. Alexis Sexton had 10. But Jaslyn Nixon had 12 points, Maris, but she was able to have 8 defensive rebounds and 5 block shots. On the flip side, the defense from Tech held Taylor Ferris came in averaging 19 points a contest, and she was held to 7 points on the afternoon and frustrated by that Tech defense. 2 double-figure scores for the Red Wolves, Lady Red Wolves, with Maggie Anderson with 13, and she came in averaging 9, so she got a few over her average. But the team's second leading scorer, Peyton Wells, came in averaging 18 and only had 15. So defensively, Tech did what they had to and held those 2 scorers in check.
All right, so that'll do it for the women's broadcast. Once again, final score, Tech wins it 69-59. They punched their ticket to the conference tournament. So we'll be on in about 10 more minutes and get you ready for the Tech men's game, the pregame show. So we'll say our goodbyes for Cameron Ball, who did a great job producing and directing, for Tino Corteza, who did a great job on camera. For my partner, Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry, repeating the final score. The Lady Golden Bears defeat Indiana University East 69-59. We'll be back on in 10 minutes for the boys game, and we'll see you